பாலும் தெளிதேனும் பாகும் பருப்பும் இவை நாளும் கலந்துனக்கு நான் தருவேன். கோலம் ஜெய் துங்கக் கரிமுகத்து தூமணியே, நீ எனக்கு சங்கத்தமிழ் மூன்றும் தா. இன்றைக்கு இங்கிலீஷ் கிராமர் வகுப்பில் நான் இது இரண்டாவது வகுப்பை தொடரலாம்னு நினைக்கிறேன். இந்த இரண்டாவது வகுப்பில் நாம் மோடல் ஆக்சிலரிஸ் பற்றி பார்க்க போகிறோம். ஆக்சிலரிஸுங்கிற வார்த்தையை நீங்கள் கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. ஆக்சிலரிஸ் அப்படின்னா ஆக்சிலரி வேர்ப்னு அர்த்தம். இங்கிலீஷ் லாங்குவேஜில் ரெண்டு வகையான வேர்ப்ஸ் இருக்குது, நிறைய கிளாசிஃபிகேஷன்ஸ் இருக்குது. அதில் நம்ம இப்போ எடுத்து பார்க்க போகிறது 2 kinds of classifications. அது என்னென்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா மெயின் வேர்ப்ஸ் அண்ட் ஆக்சிலரி வேர்ப்ஸ். மெயின் வேர்ப்ஸ்னால் அந்த வேர்ப்ஸுக்கு இன்னொரு பேர் இருக்குது, லெக்சிக்கல் வேர்ப்ஸ் ஆர் கான்டென்ட் வேர்ப்ஸ்ன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. இப்போ உதாரணமாக சிங் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் பாட்டு பாடணும் அப்படிங்கிற பாட்டு பாடு அப்படிங்கிற அர்த்தம் அதில் வந்துடும் சிங் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால். டான்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் ஆடு அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம் தான். ஈட்டுனா சாப்பிடு அப்படின்னு வரும். அப்போ அந்த ஒரு அர்த்தம் அந்த வேர்பை தனியாக ஐசோலேஷனில், இஃப் எனி வேர்ப் ஹேஸ் அ மீனிங் இன் ஐசோலேஷன், that verb is called a content verb. அப்படி இல்லாத வேர்ப்ஸ் எல்லாம் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா நிறைய இருக்குது. அது நம்ம ஆக்சிலரி வேர்ப்ஸ்ன்னு சொல்கிறோம். ஆக்சிலரி வேர்ப்ஸில் 24 ஆக்சிலரி வேர்ப்ஸ் சொல்லுவாங்க. ஜென்ரலாக சொல்லும்போது ஜென்ரல் ஆக்சிலரிஸ் அப்படின்னு சொன்னால் 24 வேர்ப்ஸ் சொல்லுவாங்க. இந்த 24 வேர்ப்புக்கு ஆக்சிலரிங்கிறதுக்கு ஹெல்பிங் அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு அர்த்தம் இருக்குது. ஆக்சிலரி மீன்ஸ் ஹெல்பிங் த மெயின் வேர்ப். எந்த மெயின் வேர்ப் எடுத்தாலுமே அதில் ஆக்சிலரி அப்படிங்கிறது ஒன்று அதிலே ஹிடனாக இருக்கும் அல்லது செப்பரேட்டாக இருக்கும். ஐ ஹாவ் ஈட்டன், ஹாவ் ஈட்டன். இப்போ ஹாவ்ங்கிறது ஆக்சிலரி வேர்ப். ஐ ரன், if you say I run, in that word run, in that verb run, do plus run. Do is auxiliary verb, it is within the verb itself. So the auxiliary verbs, whether the auxiliary verbs are important or not, if the question arises like this, the answer will be they are more important than the main verbs themselves. Auxiliary verbs are more important than the main verbs because auxiliary verbs are called sentence operators. If a sentence should be understood, or in other words it is operated, should be operated means there must be an auxiliary verb. In the absence of an auxiliary verb, a sentence cannot be complete or full. So this is a fact that we have to bear in mind while thinking about the auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs is equal to helping verbs or operators, sentence operators. We are not going to see all the 24 general auxiliary verbs today. We are going to deal with modal auxiliary verbs only today. Modal, M-O-D-A-L, modal. If another word is there, M-O-D-E-L, that is model question paper. Here modal comes from mood, the mood of the speaker. Whether the speaker is asking for permission or he is telling about his ability or making a command or putting an obligation on us. So these are all called the mood of the speaker. As some auxiliary verbs express the mood of the speaker, they are called modal auxiliary verbs. In the English language, it's expanding every day. All the content words are growing day by day. Today, if the English language has 5 lakhs of words, means tomorrow another dozen or 2,000 words will be added to its vocabulary. Say for example, once if anybody says mouse, where can I catch it? You say, is there a trap to catch a mouse? They would say like this. But today, mouse means mouse near the computer. Are you operating the computer with the mouse? So, mouse has another meaning. Similarly, lots and lots of words are coming into the English language. That is why this language is called a living language. But as far as auxiliary verbs are concerned, that is the group is a closed list. There are not too many auxiliary verbs. In general, we have had 24 auxiliary verbs. For modal auxiliary verbs, we have only 9 verbs, 9 modal auxiliaries. Some of them are called semi-modals, semi-modal auxiliary verbs. Need to, ought to, used to. These are semi-modal verbs. The 9 modal auxiliaries are can, could, shall, should, will, would, may, might, must. These are the 9 auxiliary verbs. If you say can, could, you don't think that could is the past tense of can. If you say shall, should, it doesn't mean that should is the past tense of shall. If you say will, would, it should not be taken as would is the past tense of will. So, each modal auxiliary is a separate clause to deal with an expression in the present time. It may be should or would or could, whatever it may be. All refer to in the present time. We have to keep in mind. Anybody says could is the past tense of can, it is only in the case of transformation of sentences from direct speech into indirect speech. If there is can in the direct speech, it can be changed into could. If there is shall in the direct speech, it can be changed into should in the indirect speech. With that, the past, present and past forms are over. Here, while we are talking about modal auxiliaries, it will be a fallacy if we say that could is the past tense of can, might is the past tense of may. So we have to be clear about it. So the 9 auxiliary verbs speak about a function, speak about, for example, asking permission. For asking permission, you can speak to the hearer. Can I go now? Can I write my homework? Can I sit on my bench because you have ordered me to stand? So you are asking permission. Can is naturally a polite form of asking permission. But if you ask, could you permit me to sit? Sir, could you give me your pen, sir? Could you please let me go, sir? This could is used to make more polite requests than using can. Do you follow what I mean to say? Can is used to ask for permission. May is also, may come in, sir. May you do this work, sir. Can I do this work, sir? Could you let me do this work, sir? Could we permit me to do this work, sir? All are requesting, but they have some degrees of politeness. Could is the most polite form of request. Could is the most polite form of request. So, can, may, and could are the modal auxiliaries. These three modal auxiliaries are used for making polite request or asking for permission. So, could is the most polite form of requesting for anything. Then comes another use of can. Can you climb the mountain? You are so old that you cannot walk, but you say that I can climb the mountain. I can climb the mountain if you offer me a cup of hot tea today. If you offer me a cup of hot tea today, if I take the tea and it will be fresh, and I will certainly, and I can certainly climb up the hill. And you so the ability. A short boy is there. You ask him, can you jump and touch the roof? Can you touch the roof by jumping? Yes, of course. No, I cannot. I am too short that I cannot touch the roof. So here can is used for expressing one's ability. First, can is used for asking permission, and then can is used for expressing one's ability. Now, could is used for the past ability also. I was not able to. I was not able to is equal to I could not. So in that sense also we can use. I don't I don't want to delve into details of this usage. Initially I have told you, can, may, could can be used for asking permission or requesting. Then can is used for expressing ability. Now let us pass on to possibility. What is a possibility? May it rain today. The sky is cloudy. May it rain today. It may. Sometimes I wear cooling glass, colored glass, and look at the sky. It seems sunny today. May it rain? Sir, you wear out your glasses. It's not sunny. It's not cloudy. It's sunny, sir. It's not cloudy. It's sunny, sir. It might rain if more clouds come. So, if the sky is cloudy, it may rain. If the sky is not cloudy, it might rain. Your uncle has told me to come on Tuesday. Come on Tuesday. No doubt. I am expecting for his arrival. I ask you, may my uncle come on Tuesday? May your uncle come on Tuesday? Ask you. He might, sir. He might come, sir. Oh, why do you say that he might? He told me that he may come. But you now say he might come. Why? because they rang me up and he told me that he has some work there. He told me that he had some work there, and so I doubt whether he is coming or not. So he might come. If the works are over, he might come. So there is less possibility by using the word might. May refers to a possibility, but might refers to a less possibility. So this is, may is used for requesting also. Here may is used for referring to an almost definite possibility, but might will be might will be referring to less possibility. And comes shall. Shall and will are used for referring to simple futurity. I shall come tomorrow. I shall look into the matter tomorrow. I shall think over it and give you a solution in a few days. So this is an expression of simple futurity. If it is the first person, I and we generally use shall to refer to the simple futurity. And if it is the other person's, it will be will to refer to the simple futurity. Supposing that a document is written, there we can use shall to refer to the conditionalities or necessities, etc., etc. For example, the president shall be the custodian of all the records of this office. Shall be the custodian. The president shall be the custodian. He shall perform, he shall do his duty to set the things right. So all these refer to the obligatory duties attached to a position or some responsibility. So in that case we use shall in place of will. So this is what we have to say about the simple futurity referred to by will and shall. Now let us pass on to should. I have already told you that should is not the past tense of shall. Here should has a specific use. Should, there is some obligation, advisory obligation. You should keep on your left. It is advisable. It is advisable that you should keep on left in order to avoid punishment. If a policeman stands on the street and stops you and tells you, you must keep on your left, it indicates that if you violate, you will be punished. There must tells about an obligation in the absence of which you will be put into trouble. Sometimes must, I must go now, I must do this. It means there is obligation from the individual's part. Must refers to an obligation by the speaker's side. For the obligation from outside can be expressed by the phrase have to also. You have to do this. You have to do this. You have to keep your words. You have to suit your words to your action. So in this way, it must be said. So must tells about an obligation. Should tells about an advisory obligation. So the in place of must and should, we can use the semi-modal ought to or need to. You must write in